We are here tonight on the shit. How's everybody doing on this 4th of July? Happy 4th of July to everybody, ladies and gentlemen. How's everybody doing tonight? Still, man, pretty frozen with the sports news. Jesus Christ, man. It's been very frustrating, man, for myself, a reporter, to report, man. We think it's a little bit of NFL news, but not a lot today. And that said, Von Miller said that in an interview that he plans to play his entire 6-year contract with the Buffalo Bills. He's currently 33, so by the time this contract finishes up, he would be 39 years old. Now, just because he plans to play it out doesn't mean Buffalo plans to have him for the 6 years. I can see them trading him within maybe year 3 or year 4 of this contract. But he can still play it out, maybe on a different team. But yeah, I mean, so pretty much, like I said, he's 33. That means he might consider playing into his late 30s, early 40s by Von Miller. The Eagles, man, pretty interesting because I believe a few days ago there were fucking reports that they were thinking about giving Jalen Hurts an extension of they could be up to worth to $35 million a year. But now a report came out today that the Eagles have actually dropped, according to Badoc, who's a betting site. The Eagles' odds to win the Super Bowl last season were plus 7,000. Their odds to win this year have dropped all the way down to plus 25,000. So yeah, I said that the Eagles should not be thinking about extending fucking Jalen Hurts, especially for $35 million a year. Vegas is telling you they're not thinking highly of the Eagles, and they're not thinking highly of Jalen Hurts. They were thinking actually more highly last year than they are this season. And then more news here. Cardinals are hoping to give Kyler Murray a new contract before training camp start. Training camp starts in less than a month. We're only weeks away from training camps. But those are going to be the two quarterbacks they need a contract extension right now. Lamar Jackson from Baltimore and Kyler Murray from Arizona. Now, I believe Lamar Jackson is a little bit different because he doesn't even have an agent. So you have to negotiate directly with Lamar Jackson. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, both Kyler Murray and Lamar Jackson looking for contract extensions. So we'll see what happens there. But that's pretty much about it. Like I said, it's still not a lot of news here. Joey Chestnut winning the freaking hot dog contest is for the 15th time. Congratulations to Joey Chestnut. A fucking security guy, protester came in there in the middle of the contest. He just turned around and fucking choked him out. Jesus Christ, freaking Joey Chestnut. Jesus Christ, man. Doesn't he also have a broken foot? He was on crutches when he came out of the bus. Jesus Christ, man. Fucking Joey Chestnut. What a legend, man. The hot dog, the fucking goat of hot dogs. Fucking Joey Chestnut, man. Jesus Christ. Basketball, like I said, the market seems to be frozen right now. Brittany Griner, the freaking we got some WNBA news tonight. Jesus Christ. She's a WNBA player. She's been arrested, I believe, since February, March in Russia, and they're trying to get her back, but they haven't detained in Russia. TJ Quinn writes that a letter from Brittany Griner was sent to White House today, making a direct appeal to President Biden for her freedom. Representatives share the following exception. And there's the letter if you guys want to go read it. Go on Twitter and type in TJ Quinn, and he has the whole letter printed out. The Atlanta Hawks hire Mike Lombardi as an assistant coach, with Joe Prunty getting promoted to top assistant, sources tell ESPN. Lombardi, mostly recently with Sacramento, replaces Chris Jennett, who accepted the number 1 job on Darren Ham's new Lakers staff. So Atlanta Hawks hiring Mike Lombardi as assistant coach. And that's about it, ladies and gentlemen, the basketball world. In the baseball world, man, very frustrated with baseball today, man. This is supposed to be the day, right? The 4th of July. You're supposed to fucking give us great marquee matchups. And we got a fucking shit show, man. I think outside of Atlanta and St. Louis, everything kind of, maybe the Twins and the White Sox, everything kind of sucked ass today, man. Jesus, I was very disappointed with baseball, man. The marquee game, I thought we were going to get fucking Yankees, Red Sox. good stuff tonight, man, and it was very disappointing, man. They don't attack this like the NFL attacks Thanksgiving or the NBA attacks Christmas. Freaking baseball, I don't know, man. I think baseball needs to get a new commission. I think Rob Manfred is. I don't think he cares enough about the sport. Like he's done a terrible job marketing. To me, I feel like you need to make the game more like. You need to get more Japanese players involved. You need to get more African Americans involved. And I think of two players, and it's Shohei Ohtani from the Angels and Byron Buxton from the Minnesota Twins. Those two guys should be promoted a lot more. They gotta market those guys, man. Look at Byron Buxton, and you can see some African American kids saying, "Oh, I can be Byron Buxton one day. I want to play baseball." Or in Japan, you can see Shohei Ohtani. "Oh, I'm Japanese. I can be like Shohei Ohtani one day." They do a terrible job of marketing their players. Like I said, I think they do a good. They have a bunch of American players, a bunch of Latino players. But I think they got, especially with the African Americans, I think they got to do a better job of marketing. Like I said, you get a guy like Byron Buxton, who's one of the best players in baseball. To me, he's very underrated. He doesn't get talked about enough. But if they get behind Byron Buxton and fucking promote the hell out of him, I feel they could get a lot more interest from the African American youth to want to play Major League Baseball, man. But baseball just does a terrible job marketing, man. They just do, man. But yeah, man, freaking, let's go over some of these games, I guess. Like I said, not the greatest games on today for fucking Memorial Day for fucking baseball, man. Very disappointed with the card. What the fuck is happening to my telephone? I bet you pardon. Here we go. So we got the Cardinals are coming. Jesus Christ, they're still playing. They had a rain delay. They were down 6-0, and they're freaking coming back. It's now 6-3. Jesus Christ, Cardinals might come back. There you go. That's your fucking game right there. Go watch it, ladies and gentlemen. 6-3 in the fucking 7th inning. It was 6-0. And now it's 6-3. Cardinals making a comeback. They need that shit, man. Dodgers 5-2 versus the Rockies. Twins 6-3 versus the White Sox. Marlins 3-2 versus the Nationals. Orioles 7-6 versus the Rangers. Tigers 4-1 versus the Guardians. Fucking Guardians. They're falling apart. Red Sox 4-0 versus the Rays. Brewers 5-2 versus the Cubs. Astros come back. I believe they were down. What were they down? They were down like fucking Astros were fucking down like 5-0, and they come back and win in extra innings via fucking I bet you pardon in the bottom of the 9th inning. They come back and win courtesy of a home run by Yordan Alvarez. Jesus Christ, man! Astros were down 5-0, and they come back and win 7-6. St. Louis trying to do the same thing to Atlanta. They were down 6-0. Now they're down 6-3 in the 7th inning. Diamondbacks 8-3 versus Giants. Mets 7-4 versus Reds. Mariners 8. That's another team that's falling apart. The Padres. The Guardians and the Padres are falling apart, man. 5-2. The Guardians lose. They got swept by the Tigers in a doubleheader. Jesus Christ. Athletics 5-1 versus the Blue Jays. Yeah, the Twins are running away with that division. I believe they're like 5 games up on the White Sox, and at least they're running away with that division, the fucking Twins. And, but yeah, man, it's just, you listen to these games, it's just pathetic, man. Terrible marketing, terrible booking for Major League Baseball on one of their biggest days of the year, outside of the playoffs in October, 4th of July, man. As a baseball fan, I'm praying that the Cardinals come back and win, just to get some excitement. Like, we got some excitement with the Astros coming back, winning from 5-0 to the Kansas City Royals. Hopefully we can get some excitement having the Cardinals come back down 6-0 from the Braves, man. But yeah, look at these. Just terrible, man. Just flat out terrible, ladies and gentlemen. It breaks my ass to see that Major League Baseball is going to the shithole, ladies and gentlemen. It really does. Let's get into some wrestling here tonight, and then we'll call it a night on a Monday. So Warner Media really liked the way AEW's pay-per-views are doing. I believe they made, like I said, $5-6 million off the Forbidden Door. They made $5 million in pay-per-view buys, and they made $1 million in ticket sales. And Warner Media, who basically is like their bosses almost, like they're the owners of TNT and TBS. They're asking for more pay-per-views. Right now, currently, AEW does 4 pay-per-views a year. They do in March. They do another one in like May, June. They do another one in like September, and then another one in November. They're asking for more because they left the way that Double or Nothing was in May, and then Forbidden Door was in June, and they left the way both of those shows did. So potentially more pay-per-views from AEW. I mean, we get about, what, 10, 11, 12 from WWE? So I see why not AEW at least doing a few more pay-per-views. We'll see. Stephanie McMahon supposedly had a meeting with the wrestlers before Money in the Bank took place on Saturday. They're saying that Triple H was in the meeting, and they're saying that and Nick Khan was also in the meeting. And they're saying that they basically said Triple H is back full time. Again, we're wondering, does Triple H being there full time, does that mean he's going to be back in charge of NXT? NXT has been in the shithole for a year now, ever since Triple H had to leave with the heart attack. If he's back in full effect, does that mean he's going to take over NXT? Is Stephanie McMahon can use her power as she has right now as interim chairwoman to put Triple H in a position to once again be in charge of NXT? We'll see, ladies and gentlemen, because they keep saying Triple H is back full time, but according to reports, he's nowhere to be found on Tuesday nights during NXT shows. So we'll see at the Performance Center or Full Slate, whatever how they do their shows. And they're saying for SummerSlam, they're thinking about doing Ronda Rousey versus Liv Morgan. I'm pretty sure Liv Morgan was on Raw, but now that she's a SmackDown Women's Champion, she's going to go over to SmackDown. I was wondering, like, I thought they should have maybe done this at SummerSlam and have Liv Morgan cash in and then maybe give Ronda Rousey some time off. So I don't know, man, because Ronda Rousey, man, I believe that was the first time she was pinned. She never been pinned. When she lost the title at WrestleMania 35, she was never pinned. I believe Becky Lynch pinned Charlotte in that triple threat match. So, man, I don't know if they're going to want to lose her back-to-back times, man. So is fucking Liv Morgan going to have the title for just 1 month and then lose it at SummerSlam to Ronda Rousey? Jesus Christ, I'm going to be so pissed if that shit fucking happens. And then shout out to me and my good friend Colby Albertson. We did it again, Mr. Colby Albertson. We were talking about last night on our press conference about the way that WWE is looking like they may want to break up the Street Profits. And remember, I kept telling Colby Albertson, I'm like, did you see the way Pat McAfee and Michael Cole kept talking about Montez Ford? How strong! Look at the size of this man. Look at all the muscle he has. And right away, Mr. Colby Albertson, you and me continue to do this. We should make our own fucking wrestling company. Vince McMahon very interested in making in splitting up the Street Profits, and he loves Montez Ford at the idea of him being a singles competitor. So there we go again. So they're thinking about breaking up the Street Profits because they love Montez Ford, and that's what me and Colby Albertson were saying. What about fucking Angelo Dawkins? He isn't even bigger. He's even taller. Why is it Montez Ford? I don't get it. It should be both of them, Angelo Dawkins as well. But they just seem to, for some reason, just be in love with Montez Ford. Let's see. Are we done? They're saying Kenny Omega was supposed to be booked for Forbidden Door, but he wasn't because he's still hurt. But now they're saying that he said, if I have a setback, I'm going to retire. And they're saying that the setback might have been in the summer, and that's why he wasn't able to compete at Forbidden Door. So some rumors saying that is Kenny Omega about to retire? He's been out, I believe, since November. He's been out. And yeah, there's some people thinking he might be done wrestling, Kenny Omega, and might just be more like an executive with AEW in the future. I believe that's it, though, ladies and gentlemen. We are done here on a Monday with the wrestling news, the sports news in general. I want to thank everybody. And all I want to say is thank you for watching. What the fuck is happening?